You get to know your leaders, people who are going to be good in trading. So it's really a very good direction in the sense that, it's hard for one to pick most of the assignments that I gave. I gave some beautiful assignments this week, right? I said one thing you need to do is don't just watch the video. You want to watch the video and do the video. Always, for every new thing, like when I was learning, for every new thing I learned, like I started with RSI, stochastic. Then I moved to support resistance. I started understanding trend, price action. I always give a week, all right, to understand one topic. I'll give a week. So when I get a video, I'll watch the video, I'll do the video, I'll take trades. I make sure I get trades on. So I traded RSI. I traded trend lines. I traded stochastic and RSI. Stochastic and RSI. I traded support and resistance. I started trading harmonic scans. Anything I learn, I'll trade it. You understand? Anything I learn, I'll trade it. If somebody tells me this is where it's going to buy, the buy point, the sell point, I'll trade it just for me to have my own documentation and confidence. That's one of the things that kept me exceptional. So one thing you can do with a team is you can now stay accountable. So it's okay, we're watching this video, right? Whatever this video says this whole week, right? I need everybody, to take 10 trades. If you need help, so you guys can do it together, draw the lines and say, this is where we're going to buy, this is where you're going to sell. And you can practice it together. Or you tell people, okay, since we now know, you ask everyone, since you now know how to draw support and resistance, how to buy, all right, so we're going to take 10 trades in the period of this week. So let's see all our results. So it's going to breed community practice. You're going to see people are practicing more, all right, and, results will start coming in. So I love that direction because this thing is quite easy. The only thing that is hard in it is the fact that we don't know how to duplicate learning. Right? We know how to learn, but we don't duplicate learning. It's the duplication of learning that gives you sustained learning, and sustained learning leads to earning. So that's basically the ultimate goal. In the next 365 days, you go that direction, it's going to be next level for you. You're going to, because if every of your team can see that there is a foundation of your practice, you're really showing the stuff. You're getting them to do the thing and you're doing it with them together. It's a lot of people that are shy will start to come out. All right. They'll start to come out, and that's really what gets into great leadership. So that is highly commendable. I love it. All right. I love it. And just almost like giving yourself assignments. So that's it. We had a massive week. You guys tell me about the week. What is your biggest take this week? All right. From the training, from the swipes. I don't know if you guys are participating more in Blaze or swipe option, but let me hang on the swipe option and the live classes. All right. What would you say? What's your biggest take on the new environment of TBX? Everyone, you can just drop and ask. That's that. So since you guys are not shooting me a question, I'm the one shooting first.
Do you want us to type the answers, or should we speak it?
No, you guys go ahead, speak.
Oh, okay. No, the team is very dynamic. This week we got so many opportunities to grow our account, and particularly on the lives, what I got is you took really your time with the charting and the explanation of the reversals, all these things and then timing, how you were proving that the market really reacts on timing, and then you were able to prove that to us, to the students. So that I really like the reversal aspect of the teaching, and also how you were demonstrating that the 15 minutes pays more than, we can do the 5 minutes, but, and then I've also practiced the 15 minutes, and I see that even though you wait a little bit longer, but there's more a guarantee than the 5 minutes. So the 50 minutes will actually groom you into becoming more patient. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's good. That's great. I can just say excellent. I don't need to mark your score. I could say everything. What you just said is basically the high topics on what I did. It means you're following very well. You're following very well. You're well detailed. Congratulations on that catch. You just caught a whole probably 2 weeks in just less than 1 minute statement. That's massive. Thank you. All right. So okay. So 15 minutes, 5 minutes. How many of you now know why most trades get caught? You get caught up in most trades that you're not supposed to get caught up. From the training I did, all right, were you able to understand? Because see, the thing is, why why I train the way I train. I try to give most of these things that a lot of people don't understand, but now people are getting to understand. Is we could teach you how to win, all right, but there are certain things in the winning that can give you unnecessary lessons. If we don't talk about these unnecessary lessons, it means we're not fair. Okay, so I've studied 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a very volatile time. A lot of people, can I give you guys one instance or one truth? Go do your research. Right? In HFX or in binary options, the people that make the most money, right, are those that trade the lesser time, like 2 minutes, 1 minute. They crazily make money. But can I tell you, all right, 90% of the people who trade the lesser time, they blow accounts. Did you guys get that? I don't think you guys understand what I just said. All right. I'll break it down again. I love to say the beautiful side, and I say what makes the beautiful side not beautiful. A lot of people want the 1 minute, 2 minutes, easily catch the money. All right. They make the highest money in trading binary option. They are crazy risk takers. Those who master it, they make crazy money. All right. But in the journey, more than 95% of people who trade those fast-paced trading, all right, they lose, they fail. So it's a question you want to ask yourself. Do you think you have the time or the finances or the heart will to be part of less than 5%? It's hard. All right? It's hard. Am I breaking? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, good.
We hear you.
Why I didn't just want, despite the fact that the result I have are good or the result we have is good, I also see, because I'm someone who practices a lot, I also see that lots of people, all right, I have to ask myself, what trades do I win the most? So I win, but those annoying trades you just get and just spike you out. All those trades that is almost 5 seconds off. You just come and take you out and go the direction. Yeah, I mean, if you ask, it's very annoying. It will take you out and go the direction. Very annoying. And sometimes you just take the trade again. All right. And it's not ready for you. So it gets you aggravated. Why? Because people don't understand time frame. So I had to go study time frame. And I saw that the higher time frames, so the lower time frame make up the higher time frame. So I had to see 1 hour. That's why I brought charting. So that's really the breadth of charting. And I saw that 15 minutes and 1 hour are really strong. And it's going to help patients, because for every time you wait for a 15-minute trade, you are you're moving from that arena of losses, major losses. All right. It's going to take time. You may see, if you normally see 5 trade in 1 hour, you probably see 2 or 3. Okay, but those 2 or 3, you are sure most of the time go your direction. All right. So I'd rather be getting short trades if I have huge equity, all right, than have many trades that most of them can spike you out. So I don't want to trade by chance. So this way, majority of people are winning now, all right, compared to just fast winning. All right. It brings patience, and patience is one of the virtues of trading. So the strategy itself is teaching one thing, all right, people don't normally learn in trading. So sometimes we can tell you to be patient, but you can't because you always want to make money. But what if the strategy tells you to be patient? It's automatic. All right. So these are part of the things I factored into trading. What are the things that I can help students to learn patience? Because patience is really the big deal of trading. So I need to find where they make money and they can wait for it. Because if they could know they are making money, they'll wait for it. True or true? All right. So I showed you guys where you could make money, and now it's automatic that you're waiting for it. We've done it. We had 100% this week. All right. It wasn't much. Can I tell you how many trades we took this week? On our live session was 7. I gave you guys 14 trades on swipe. All right. And I gave you 7 on live. 7-0 live, 13-1 on swipe. So because we didn't have much on the live, I had to give you more on swipe. So there was a makeup. Do you guys understand what I'm doing right now? Okay. You definitely make the money, but I want you guys to learn patience. So this, you saw that the more we're patient, normally when we're doing 5 minutes, yes, I do win. All right. Do you guys notice? I don't know if you guys noticed. All right. Before, let's say probably last year, when we say who cleared, you see many people put on the chat cleared, but most people will still put I had a lesson. But do you know that in this year, in our trading, I rarely see people put I have a lesson? How many of you notice that? You guys don't notice. These are things I watch out for. All right. Because I get to watch out for people who have, why would you have a lesson? Like, that's why I would always call out someone. You had a lesson. Why? I want to know why. You know, because it's because the position I put trading, it's difficult to have a lesson if you follow the instruction. But before, when we used to call trades, some people take it. I will tell you that take it here, that take it here. No, but right now I tell you this is where I want to take it. Like there's precision I bring in, and I don't know if you guys are enjoying it. All right, I may be boring, but that's how I want to be. All right, that's what makes me different, and that's what you can trust in my boringness or my boredom. Or what's the English? All right. If my being boring gives you money, don't you think you're going to like being bored? So it's going to cost a lot of patience. It's going to say, what does have a lesson mean? Okay. Lesson means loss. I call that a trade, all right, an area, but you lose it and win it. So some people do, maybe the time they took it, all right, it used to happen. And those things is frustrating. Sometimes when I'm supposed to be celebrating, but some people are having lessons. But you guys just take out the next 1 week or 2. You rarely see people who put a lesson. I had a lesson on the chat. It means we are getting better, right? Okay. And sometimes it's good for review. All right. This is another year for me. And I know I've done well this year, but I'm still looking at ways I could do better. So yeah, what are those ways I can do better with the education so far? You guys are an amazing team. I could say Jenny happens to be my number 1 teacher in this academy. She's my coach. You know why I say that? She gives me reason to always evolve. All right. She brings problem to me I need to see. And I'm always someone who's looking at, and that's really what gets us better. You understand? She'll tell me most of the things the people are enjoying on Go Live is because of Jenny. All right. Yeah, I could say that. I know I've never said that, but I want to tell you that. Most of the things I do, most of the things I teach, all right, you guys are like a template for, because you're my biggest team, all right? So you're my biggest feedback. So whenever Jenny gives me feedback, I work on it ASAP. All right. So she's the reason I'm getting better. She's the one putting me on my toes. Okay. So because I don't want her to come to me and I want something I don't know it. Yeah, I'm in trouble. You know, yeah. So that's what team does. So I'm here right now, being the number 1 educator on the platform. I'm telling you guys right now that I'm better because of you guys. So that should tell you something. You're going to be a better version of yourself when people are getting from you. All right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to get me better again. So what do you guys think we could do better and Go Live or the education? All right. So far, I know we are the peak prime. It's hard for someone like Jenny just said, you guys want to be smart, but that can happen. Why did you say that? It can happen. All right. Don't say that. It's possible. I know I'm at my prime right now. I'm always putting myself, at that place where I'm unreachable. But guess what? I'm also aiming for better option. Okay. I could be a better version of this version. So what did you guys see that we could do better? All right. When it comes to the education, yeah. Am I talking too fast? Like the way I'm giving the education right now, I went back to basics, like I'm breaking it down. A lot of people are enjoying the therapy I'm doing with trading. That's based on sometimes starting over is good. All right. It was difficult for me to lose those videos I had. Those videos are crazy. It was difficult. Like I lost a part of me, a year of me was gone. It's like it took something out of you. That's the video that in those videos, Jenny had some amazing breakthrough. Those videos made Jenny and they took it away from me, So no history. It's painful, but guess what? Are we getting better videos now? They're more broken down videos. Like I'm taking that time to share. So it's almost like I'm watching everything step by step. So sometimes the start is good. So what can I do better? Because next week is another opportunity. What would you guys love to learn? All right.
This is something.
Do you guys think I should dive into MT4?
Well, I think
more
you
of
should
taking the ideas for
to go to pitch.
I'm okay.
I think you should go to pitch. Well, I was still expecting the video you promised last week, though. Can you hear me?
Okay, it's breaking kind of. I don't know if it's my end but it's kind of.
It might be me as well. But I'm still expecting the video about pips that you promised last Saturday.
Of the pips, right?
Right.
Okay, I said I know I promised I was going to do a customized video for you. I have one, but I said I was going to do a customized one for the team, and I asked Jenny to remind me.
Okay, now she's in trouble.
Okay, I had a very fat schedule this week. All right. We had so many things doing. It's my birth week. It's my anniversary as a Go Live educator. I'm even supposed to be out. Tomorrow is my birthday, actually. And so many things in my head. So I couldn't do that. But please, Jenny, remind me this week. You know what you used to do. Why didn't you do it? You put me. Okay, so it's not my fault. I know. If I put something in your hand, I know it will come to me, but it didn't come to me. All right. You're as busy as I am right now. It's okay. All right. That's good. You're making a lot of money too. Good.
Being rich is not bad at all.
Remind me. Is that?
I say being rich is not bad, but I want every single one of my team members to get where I am. I know it's gonna take time, but you guys, if you do not attend Go Live by Kenvry, you need to do that. Even if the time is off, I will give you one thing we did initially with everybody that is the original team here. We would wake up in the morning and wake each other up. And it was hard. It was hard in the beginning. We would get up at 3 a.m. Central Time and attend Kenvry's calls. And we did that. Rosalie, I think you did that, 3 months? It was a sacrifice. Was it 2 months? But once you get it, you get it. And I'm not asking you guys to get up at 3 a.m., but you can watch his videos after the call. Make it a standard that every day in the evening, get caught up with what Kenvry talked about. I'm telling you, he has a template for success. I don't even have to convince anybody.
I just remembered something. I know in the early days of Jenny, she'll be like, she'll wake up early in the morning, and maybe there are days that the market is not good. I won't see a trade, and I won't call out a trade. Jenny will call me immediately after the session. Hey, Kenvry, no trade. I woke up. Yeah, like no trade. I woke up. It's so early. I would be like, I think the market wasn't good. But I could see the sacrifice. Look at who she is. Look at she doesn't actually have to depend on me for trading no more. Because over time in the beginning was difficult, but when she started waking up, she started loving the stuff she was learning. It moved from just wanting to trade, not to wanting to learn. And guess what? Now she's a coach on us. So it may be difficult in the beginning.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jenny, can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to say something here because I have been listening to, just as you're saying, that we wake up and listen to the live videos. And I have been getting very frustrated because I would listen and I would try to make all these things and it's not happening. But I'm telling you, listening, something just popped. And it wasn't like I did not know
how. Can you come again?
To...
My network stopped. Can you come again? I was looking at talking to you directly. I was waiting to talk to you. So now that you're talking, I'm interested in what you're talking. All right. So can you go? My network popped. So
yeah, I'm saying, but I kept waking up early. Every time I never miss of your live videos. And I was not getting it. I don't know what it was. And I would get very frustrated, asking Jenny, I need to go, and I'm getting it. And all of a sudden, I kept listening, and something just popped. It wasn't that like I did not know how to do price action. I know. It wasn't that I don't know how to do higher, support and resistance. I know, but it wasn't something. The cards were not coming together. But I kept on. I knew I was going, but I kept on listening. Something popped. I don't know, and it's just the mindset. I think the mindset. So you need to do a lot of those mindsets, whatever it is that you say, because I knew the cards, but how to bring them together, it wasn't happening. I almost left many times.
Yeah, that's why I said I wanted to talk to you, because I knew you were somewhere. But when I was looking at your face right now, I can see some confidence, and I wanted to talk to that confidence. All right. Okay. And now you just said it, because I normally I observe everyone's face when I'm teaching. That's one thing that I'm good with. All right. I teach by observing. And I always see you ask questions, and every time you ask a question, I will answer the question, but there's still confusion in the face, even if your ears have heard, so, but I knew with time, so I'm always seeing you. I know with time, you're going to cross that limit. Now, I'm going to say something before I leave, all right, and that's the take home for everyone, okay? There is a trainer inside of you that needs to feed itself to train you, all right? You guys just need to understand this statement, very key. There is a trainer. We all have internal trainers. Your mind is a powerful educator, right? But your mind needs feeding, all right, to be able to train you. Sometimes we are starving students. That is why we don't get it. We're already starving. So we come into the environment of learning starving, malnourished. All right, that is why you are not sensitive enough to get the education. It's normal thing. Everybody's learning the same thing you're learning, but they're getting it. You are not getting it. You're malnourished. You're starving. All right. So may have done my own science or my own research, and I found out that the reason I'm better is because I feed and that's why that's why I miss most of my training. Those shifts of the season, I don't know how I can get them back, but I just know, but I'm trying to, through the help of the Holy Spirit, I'm getting into that tempo. You need to understand that the education starts from within before outside. Okay. It has the first is the decision, the ultimate decision that I want to do this. All right. The moment you get that ultimate decision, it's not going to be about the outside. So from my day one, I already knew I was a success. Day one. There was no chance for me to think if I was going to get it. Is it going to be complicated? First is I raised the bar so high. You know what I told myself? This thing is going to be so complicated, I'm going to crush it. You guys get what I'm saying? Because why? What I'm doing is that I'm feeding my mind Because it's just almost like if you know the obstacles you want to go through, if you meet them, it's not going to be what? It's not going to be strange. True or true? All right. But when we meet the obstacles and we are not aware there was supposed to be obstacles, it becomes strange. The obstacle now, let's see, do you know that an obstacle can actually take charge of your journey? It's like you're driving in the car, you're going in a direction, but you meet an obstacle. The obstacle would take you from the bus and take you inside of the vehicle, and they'll drive you a different direction. And you think you're still in the journey, but you are in a different direction. So sometimes people take that direction. It takes the mind to understand that this is not my path, all right, for you to reroute your journey. So what I did was I had to raise the bar of difficulty so high so that I could meet up. So when I see challenges, I'm blessed. I had to back it with scriptures. Say, count it all joy when you go through diverse tests and trials. I know there was going to be tests and trials in the market. There's going to be tests and trials in the business. All right. So when I see a problem, I always want to render a solution. That's why I learned because of people. So rather than make money, I made my ultimate to teach people, because I know making money is a harder hurdle for me than teaching people. And in teaching people, I had to start making money. It's easy. So I had to go through the easy route than the hard route a lot of people do go through. Okay. So what am I trying to say here is you have to feed your internal. So how do I feed the internal? Data. I need everybody to write the word data. Your mind moves by data. Your mind is like a computer. It works with data. What you give to it is what is going to process out. All right. So a lot of people don't. So your mind feeds on data. So if you don't have data, you're starving. Imagine you're running a marathon and you don't have a direction. All right. You don't have energy. You're going to lose the journey. You're gonna crash. True or true? That is what happens to a lot of people. They know they're gonna make it. They know this thing is worth it, but they don't have energy. So what is data in learning? All right. First, write this down. Time. First data you have to feed yourself is time. All right. Then you need to put in. So when I go watch the video, what am I doing? I'm feeding the mind. I may not understand. It's the mind that will make me understand. So first, the mistake a lot of you do or people do in trading is they want to understand first before the mind teaches them. It's the mind that will make me understand training. It's the mind that will make me understand the education. That thing you said I popped. All right, is a release of you trying to understand and the mind making you understand. So eventually the mind was fed enough to make you understand. And whoa, there was just, finally. All right. Because why? You've been taking in data, you've been feeding the mind. Then the mind just tell you, get out of my way. You that was standing in front of the mind, trying to own this thing, all this why, confusing you. All right. The mind had to say, get out of the way. So that's why you said it popped. It's so simple. I say this all the time. You could go the easy route by just following instruction, or you could go the normal route people go through, all right, by allowing experience to teach them. Some people don't even come out of the experience. They quit. Like you said, you almost quitted. A lot of people quit. And it's so simple. I told Jenny, watch this video 21 times direct. I didn't play around. Did I play around when I told you? I knew she was hungry. I gave it direct. I said, you know what? Either you pick 21 videos I watch or watch this video I gave to you 21 times. All she did was watch the video. She'll come with a question why she was practicing. She's a perfect example of you get it if you follow the instruction. All right. And I didn't struggle with Jenny. Jenny came back to me and said, Kenvry, I've figured it out. She told me, she showed me result of what she was doing while she was practicing. She grew her account. And she told me she was ready to run. Because what? She followed the instruction. She fed her mind and her mind opened up what? So she had stamina. The mind, when you feed your mind, just follow the instruction, go watch data. Do you know that when you watch my videos several times, you come on my session, you would almost know what I want to teach when I start. It happened to me. I'm telling you guys the truth. If I join Christopher Derrick's session, the moment he's opening a chat, there's a way he will look at the chat. I would know what he wants to do. Because why? I fed my mind with enough of his data. All right. It got to the extent that what I would mark up before his session is the same thing he would mark up in the session. Now I'm getting students telling me in the chat, that you see that trade you just called, I'm so excited as the same area you called. Why? It's the same data. The market is the same dynamics, the same charting, previous candle. If you do it, just do it, practice it, do it, practice it. Come on the live session. You're going to understand more the more you feed yourself the data. That's why I said the first thing is time. Give yourself a minimum of 6 months. Put time in so that you don't struggle with this first week, second week, 1 month. You don't struggle. Psychologically, you're not going to struggle when you tell yourself you have 6 months to understand charting. All right. Eventually, the mind is going to be so full. And if you follow instructions, let the mind teach you. That is why I say, when I was studying, I'll wake up. I feel like sleeping, but I'll just stay. I'll wash my face. I'll slap myself. All right. I'll slap myself, look at the mirror and look at my eye, do my eye like this and put a hand inside the eye and I'll cry. And I'll go back to watching the video. Am I understanding anything? At first, I wasn't. I just wanted to fulfill 4 hours. All right. Is everything working today? The mind has enough data. At times I teach things, I'll be like, wow, it's been long. But I know the mind is a supercomputer. It doesn't lose any data you teach to it. So get enough data, you get enough learning. And get enough learning, you get enough earning. You earn eventually, you understand. All right. Does that make sense? So it's simple truth. Don't think this thing is complicated. It's not. If you're not willing to give it time, you're going to struggle. All right. Anyone who's not willing to give it time, you're going to struggle. And when you see yourself struggling, quit struggling, just ask questions. That's why I love this session. All right. This session is so healthy. It's even way healthier than the Wednesday session because this is a mental makeup for trading. You ask questions. You have the week to go through all of the challenges and you come here, you ask questions. So this is like a mentorship for all students that are in learning. If anybody is missing this session, boy, I really don't know. All right. So yeah, I'm so excited now that you are good. So it's finally popped. All right. So sooner or later, I'm going to be celebrating your results.
It's the beginning. It's the beginning of my journey. I have a long way to go, but it's a beginning. And I'm glad, I'm grateful, I'm beginning the journey.
Let's go. I love that. I love that. Good. I'm going to do a documentary with you guys very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ladies, we just talk about stories, all right, the journey of learning, short documentary. I'll pop it out. It's going to help the US team. You know, we have a movement in the US. So you guys get ready when I get ready. All right. So I'm about running. I don't know if there's any quick question for me. Okay.
Any questions, you guys? Take advantage of Kenvry being here. Any questions in trading real quick for him, please?
I have a question. I'm brand new and I'm getting some of the concepts, but I'm not computer savvy. And is there a place I can go to know where to push the buttons and how to push the buttons?
Okay. How brand new are you? I'm super excited to see you.
A week and a half.
A week and a half. What country?
We're in California, US.
Okay, she's close. All right. Now, first thing I want you to do, sir, is I'll first say, don't pursue your shadow. All right. And what's your shadow? You are in an environment where everything about you says you cannot understand this computer thing. This is not your tech things. So there's resistance inside. All right. When you see these new things, that's your shadow. Don't pursue your shadow. Okay. One thing, lend me your ears. Lend your coach your ears. All right. The first thing you need to understand is, I just said it, give yourself time. So if I said 6 months, tell yourself 12 months. Do you understand? Tell yourself, because guess what? I'll tell you one truth. This is retirement in proper retirement. You learn this skill, you give another 12 months to learn this skill, you're going to enjoy your retirement, because all you're just going to be doing is clicking buttons and making money, leveraging and earning while you are in your time. You don't have anything to struggle with right now. Just give the next 12 months. And what you just want to understand is simple copy and paste trading. All right. Don't try to be like Kenvry. Neither you want to try to be like Janie. No, don't even try to be like Rosalia or Coach Caro. Don't try to be like all these people. They are working for you. Just learn how to leverage over them. All right. So all of our trading pews, okay, have money in your trading account. Learn how to understand copy and paste. Get steady if you can. Get the swipe blaze. Just the next 3 to 6 weeks, all you do, all right, is learn how to understand the trade. When is a buy? When is a sell? The click of a button. All right, it's gonna take time. Give it time. So the moment you tell yourself right now that, oh, I need the next 6 to 12 months to understand simple copy and paste, because if I do, I'll leverage over this platform. I'll make money. Trust me, you're not gonna have a problem. Don't try to. Don't. I'm giving you guys. I've worked with, all right, your people that are aged. I don't do the same thing I do with. All right. What would I say? There are eager students, but you are already at that place where you should learn how to leverage. Okay. So those copy and paste tools, know how to. The only hard stuff you're going to shoe in this environment. All right. And I think if you guys maybe Jenny, what you do is, this is a special case for me. All right. The video that has to do with double blessing, that's your intermediate standard. Don't do that now, but I'm just trying to tell you, the only hard thing you have to shoot, okay, is knowing how to take the trade on the double blessing. All right, following the market trap. Okay, that's gonna be a practice for the next. I'm gonna give you 2 months. Just practice how to do it. The more you practice how to do it, the more you're going to understand when we call it on the chat, how to do the copy and paste. All right. Does that make sense? So do we have an understanding that you need time?
Yes.
Okay. So,
so
I don't know if the physical, I don't know about the physical setting there in California. All right. But do you think we should work on that, Jenny?
Yes, absolutely. And Carol is doing such a fantastic job too. She's really helping Beatrice and Curtis, and they're in really good hands. But absolutely, we can just do the simple cross up video.
Just checklist. Just follow the checklist. Take the trade. You know how to follow the checklist. Give them assignments. Just give them assignment and make sure they're accountable. All right. Do that for the next 2 months. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Super excited to have you. I'm super excited. Okay. All right. So I think you guys could allow me run right now. I don't see any question that is holding me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me have family time before I get crushed. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
God bless you guys. I super appreciate you guys for always learning. All right. For always staying connected. It's just the beginning. All right. I always want to see you at the top, not from the top, because you know what they say, the bottom is way too crowded. You don't belong there. Bye-bye. Jenny, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
You
Happy
again.
birthday. Alrighty, so we're gonna stay another few minutes here. I really would like for all of us to be utilizing Kenvry's session very well. Come with questions. And I think we are creating an infrastructure where throughout the week, you're gonna now have questions. If you're not aware, we are attacking TBX Academy together, starting May 30th. So I'm asking every single one of you that is interested in understanding how to trade on a advanced level, join us in this TBX challenge. What we're doing is, of course, you have to be comfortable with copy and paste already in order for you to get into this. So what we're doing starting May 30th is we are studying together. You're gonna be listening to a selected video group. So if you were not here on Thursday, this is what's going on. Starting May 30th to June 30th, we are going to tackle series 105 to 101 to 105, understanding trading and common terminologies through here. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos. And then what happens is you, as long as as you're going through the training, they're short videos. And the way I would do it is just say, every day I'm going to listen to a video. So you listen to this, write your questions down or whatever you're learning, right? And then on Saturday, when Kenvry is here, make sure that, I think what we're going to do is we need to figure out, and I need to talk to the leaders about this. We need to figure out a format where you're sending out all the questions in advance. That way I can give them to Kenvry, and when he comes in, he's just attacking those questions, right? Because what's going to happen is once you start studying this, you're going to have questions. And we want to have Kenvry help you dissect this stuff quicker than we did, because we didn't have a layout like this where we would study and have asked questions like that. So I'm super excited about this. So I will be posting this layout again, what videos to tackle. Once again, this is for someone that is looking to dig a little bit deeper into trading in order for you to take your own comfortable trades, to take your trades comfortably, right? If you put in $1,000 into a trade, you want to feel that you know what you're doing, right? If you put in $5,000, you know, you need to know what you're doing, right? And so we're going to try this challenge out. This is the first time I'm organizing something like this, and Carol really did help me put this together. And we're going to run through all the way. We're going to actually do 6 weeks. So June 30th is not an accurate date. It's going to be 6 weeks. We're going to break all this down together. We're going to learn together. We're going to ask each other questions. But at the same time, let me just tell you the secret to trading is your mind. It has nothing to do with how hard trading is. It's what you're telling your mind. If you tell your mind something is hard, it's like, okay, if you say so, then it's hard, right? And so with that, we're pairing a book. We've decided to do a book together. And I'm just for one of you, if you're serious about this, at the end of the day, it's really up to you to join our book club. It's Janie Bodie Book Club on Facebook. We're reading this book together. It's called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. This is literally what you are telling yourself. If you're telling yourself trading is hard, it's going to be hard. If you're telling yourself you are created in the image of God, and so you have the ability to create whatever it is that you want in your life, you're correct too. And I want us to go through this training together as we're tackling TBX. We are also working on our mindset. Our mind is like a muscle. When you exercise it, it's like, oh, I can do this. If you don't exercise it, it's like, I can't do this, right? It's kind of like the same exercise you do. When you work out, when you run, you become better at this, and your body is able to give you the power to continue being healthy. And so the way I read my books is I get them from Audible. And within this group is where I've broken down what we should be reading. And we have the dates laid out. And I'm telling you, there's no way you're going to be able to make it through trading without working on your brain, because trading is not hard. It is not hard at all. It is not hard at all. Once I tell you it's the easiest thing you're ever going to do for money, I don't even know how else to tell you, but you have to work on that. Even for me, I had to basically double up on what I was doing. And don't look at this as a lot of work. You only need to listen to about 15 minutes of this book per day. And you can do this very quickly in the morning, just 15 minutes. I do Audible. It's easier for me. You just listen to it. And then, you know, what we're going to be asking you to do is to start commenting below this post for your first chapter 1 to chapter 5. That way, when you write it out, what you've learned, now you're sinking it better into your brain. So, you know, when you learn that morning, you just come in here and say, this is what I learned from chapter 1, blah, 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 blah. We're going to do that. And then we're going to have a meeting. And I'm literally giving you my own template, why I am so successful at what I'm doing. I still have a long way to do. And I'm humbly saying this, but these are my tools. I work on my brain. I attend. I do the training here. And I also, this is important, you guys. If you're not doing this, I don't know what to tell you. You have to go into the Go Live sessions, and you have to watch Kenvry and Joseph Onadipe, Dr. Joseph Onadipe. If you miss their live session, watch them afterwards. Write all your questions, come to the Saturday call and ask Kenvry. All right. Any questions on that?
I just want to add in about the mindset thing. I know all of y'all know, probably some of you know, I had a lot of things going on in my family last week. So I really tried to stay away from the market. But there was a time I decided, let me go try and just let me get a trade and do it. But I saw that I was losing and I was like, why am I losing? But that's because my mindset was not there. So it is very true. If you're not feeling either emotionally correct or you're always telling yourself you're gonna lose, then probably you will. So yeah, it is right. I think it's a very great idea, Jenny, that you have brought this up. This will help a lot of us.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Other than that, I don't know. Does anybody, we have about 10 minutes. Anybody else have any questions? I do see Joelle is asking about a copy and paste system. Joelle, we're going to help you with that. That's a one-on-one call that could probably really, really help you. The first things that you need for copy and paste is you need to download all the software that you need. And then we would love to, I don't know, is Joelle under Carol? I don't know who you.
Under Passy.
Passy. Okay. So Carol, can you take lead on that one?
Yeah, we did it last time, but we did a training together last time, but I don't know, she didn't ask any question, but we can go back to it. But there is a video that I would really recommend for Joelle to watch first. And then if she has any question, I can go through it with her, but there's a video and I will send that under Lee Gomez.
Okay, yeah, also send Beatrice it again. Sometimes we need to see it many times. I am one of those people. Sometimes I have to see something like 50 times. Monica was saying the same thing. Like sometimes you're like, oh wait, didn't I watch this thing? But now it sounds different. So it does, send those videos to them, and as they practice, then they're gonna get it. And by all means, if you need me with anything, just let me know. Any questions that we can tackle in 9 minutes? Any other questions?
Carol promised me to send me Jenny's calendar so I can have a session with her. I'm still waiting for that.
And Will, did you watch those videos, Didier?
You know me. I was doing the charting yesterday.
But you didn't tell me.
Every time I get to, I stumble somewhere, I just go back and look for videos.
Okay. Okay.
That's why yesterday I was looking for the hourglass, and then I went there and it was looking funky. So I was maybe I was doing something wrong. Yeah.
But did you find it? Did you find the market trap?
Yes, I did.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we will organize that with Jenny.
So come in with a lot of questions because you want to utilize your 1 hour with me as much as you can. So yes, by all means, Carol is going to give you access to my calendar and we can set up that 1 hour. Absolutely. Okay, so Kate K, are you?
And possibly, I would like to set up a session with Coach Rose too. I want to pick her brain as well. So I know. I want to take learning from everywhere I can. So that's why I'm doing that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Kate K, I'm trying to figure out who you are. Are you the one in UK? Catherine, are you the Catherine in the UK? That's the reason why you guys need to log in with your real names because I'm confused. You can type it in directly to me because we want to make sure we get you the video. Or text me if I'm one of yours. Yes, I am. Okay, got it. Yeah, so make sure you're coming in with your real name with I Am Academy. That way we can identify who you are. Yes. So Catherine also wants the video for copy and paste. We can have that available. It's actually on my YouTube. We can also pull one up. There's one with Nick Gomez. So I'll take that takeaway. I'm gonna post it in Telegram, and then Carol, you can also post what you have. There's so many ways of doing it. So we're gonna get you that info. So copy and paste. And what else? What other questions?
And don't forget to remind Kenvry for the peeps video for DJ. You know, DJ will come back at us. So
He's killing me on that, because like, oh, I will. But also, by the way, you guys, the way I learned about peeps, let me just show you. We have all the info. You don't even have to wait for Kenvry. We have all the info here. TBX 102, peeps, lots, and units. You can literally go there and get all your information. And this video is not even that long.
Jenny,
but
I went through that thing. It was not clear enough. Jenny, I'm asking the question is because I went through it.
What's not clear?
I did this thing. Well, the way they're breaking it down and the way Kenvry was explaining it last week, it was totally different. Here, basically, they give you explanation. Like I have my note here. It says loss. It got equal a size of order place, and you know, to determine an amount of whatever. I went through this thing, but the way Ken was trying to explain it was like you have to know exactly what is the peep for a trade that so you don't lose money if you're going on the wrong way. I mean, you know how much you lose if I can put it that way, right?
Yeah.
But the way they explain it here, it giving you lot size and unit, and it doesn't really specifically put it to a trade so you know exactly what you're looking for.
I see. I totally now understand. So I know we're out of time, but that's something, you know, I'm going to definitely remind Kenvry. I'm not even going to tell him anything between now and tomorrow. He's in birthday mode. But I will remind him next week. But also, you can bring that up. Bring that up on my Thursday class. I will show you exactly how I do it. And then once he records his video, you can also listen from his perspective. Trust me, when you get it, you're going to be like, oh, it's easy. It's very, very easy. And we actually even have a calculator in the app called Harmonics within the school that tells you, you know, basically if you put in this money and you put in your numbers, it helps you figure out like what's your loss, you know, how much can you lose. It's called Harmonics. It's kind of like the, it's like Market Trap. Let me see. So yeah, that's a really good question. Yeah, because I mean, like you're saying, they explained something else, but Kenvry had expounded on the other one. Let me see if I can find you Harmonic real quick.
Those little videos are really nice. They're brief.
Yeah.
They're very general. They don't get into anything specific, but it's good for an introduction into the topic. I think it's a good starting point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the other okay. So yeah, definitely. And thank God we have access to our trader. So we can specifically ask him very specific questions. But also where I get my information from a lot is the live sessions, the Go Live sessions, because then you can hear Kenvry explaining a little bit more. And that's the reason, even up to date, I still go into his live sessions. I know how to trade, but I always pick something, or something now sticks different, you know? So make sure you're also going into the live sessions. Initially, it's gibberish. Trust me when I tell you it's gibberish. But even when we all started driving a car, it was like, oh my God, there's so many moving parts. But then you start to, when you do it over and over and over, it starts to make sense. So yeah, definitely. So Harmonics, you go to Go Liberty. I'm going to just quickly tell you this, and then we need to get out of here. So Harmonics, you're going to go into Go Liberty here, and then you're going to go under Scanners, and then Harmonics. And I personally have never used this, but I saw Kenvry do something. There's a calculator here. and you put in your account size. Your account size is how much money do you have in your account. And then this is going to be interesting. I think we need to take a little bit more time to go through this because I know there's going to be questions, but just to let you know, the calculator is here. Look through it, and then definitely we can either ask me on Thursday. If I don't have the answers, we can ask Kenvry, but then also we're going to ask him to do the video on PIPs. This is a good starting point, right?
Yep, definitely. And some of your videos actually was good too. I was watching your charting yesterday. It was good. It was good. I mean, it gave me a lot of understanding, or you have to pick what pair to look at during the day and stuff like that. It was really amazing. If you guys have a chance, just go to Jenny on YouTube, Jenny Bodie on YouTube, and check on the charting. She has really good stuff up there.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that feedback. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, because I teach it like I'm brand new at trading, so I'm not too complicated in the way I think. I don't know too much, but I know the basics. I just know enough to make me money and make me a lot of money. So watch my YouTube, and one day I'll be able to organize that stuff in a better way. But if you see anything that says charting, that's the way I do my charting. I don't complicate anything. It's like basics, because that's the way I understand in my head. And I'm still working on that skill to continue having confidence in it. Okay, so we are out of time. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if you have any questions. Let's come prepared next week to discuss chapters 100 to 105, I think. 101 to 105 with Kenvry. Let's load him up with questions until his head is spinning, because he needs to be challenged a little bit more when he comes into our calls. He's willing to feed us, but if we don't ask any questions, he doesn't know where to get it. God bless you guys. Thank you. Happy Memorial Weekend, everybody. And thank you so much for trusting us. And we owe some videos to Kate, Joelle, and Didier, I believe. God bless you. And Beatrice.